Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Oh shit, too much bass. Yeah. Broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. This is Sergeant's Time on this 31 August in the year of our dumpster fire. Rocky in the gunner's seat. Oh my God, whoop whoop, is my girl, Spanky.
Hey y'all. It's been too long since I've said that.
Oh, Spanky. Oh, girl, how you doing, man? I'm gonna cut off all the fucking intros and all this other stuff, beeps and comments. How you been?
Oh, I was jamming to the to the too much bass. I've been well. It's not like, it's not like I haven't heard your lovely voice because I've been lurking in the background, but
Well, I appreciate
but everybody
the lurks.
hasn't heard mine.
Oh, I know. Everyone hasn't heard you for a while, and still to this day, we pulled out of the archives the Spanky graphics. That way, that graphic there when Spanky and I went on vacation, and you can see the illustrious saguaro trees from Arizona back in the day. Just long time.
It's just. Oh, it was so hot then too. I'm so over this freaking heat though. But yes, oh my gosh, it's been so long. I'm sitting here like before, like have I ever done this before? What do I do with my hands?
I know, man. Oh, my hands are kind of clammy a little bit, and I'm the guy that pushes the buttons. So I'm like,
yes.
I'm so excited for her.
I don't have to push buttons.
Yeah,
I have a quieter keyboard though, so y'all won't hear me like angry typing.
Oh, I missed that. I need to get that special effect going, so that way when you're like when I ask you a question and I hear you typing in the background, then I can put that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there I'll just start banging on the desk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, y'all won't hear me like going to town in the comment section, like yelling at anybody. So that's a change. Let's see what else has changed. I kicked my kid out. I'm an empty nester.
Oh.
No.
Whoa.
I mean,
oh yeah.
Not really. She's
well,
off to college again.
Yeah, but she's back to school. What's funny though is that, man, everyone's going back to school, and we were all sharing pictures of the little ones that are no longer little anymore. And they're all ganging up together to like put us in homes. That's what it is. They're gonna do that.
They're all gonna take over the world.
Yeah, they are.
They're getting old enough to vote.
Exactly. I know, man. Oh, and I got my oldest. She's about Shit.
I mean, it's not long. Like I know it's like they're gonna take over the world soon.
They are. They are taking over the world. So, have you been catching up on anything? Any Army news? Any Mill news? I know you've been kind of like breaking some rust.
I have. I keep up with things that are going on, around the world, and of course in the Army world. Like what's changed, in the last few months. I think they have like this new prep course.
Oh yeah. I mean, me and you. Okay, look.
That's just one thing.
Yeah, we could just go ahead and jump in that topic then, because I know
we might as well.
Yeah,
because that's like, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a great thing.
Here's the thing that you and I talked about is like back in the day, There and the story that we're talking about. Well, as a matter of fact, let's roll it back even further, where we had with this when the U.S. USAREC they posted on Twitter one of the first soldiers who successfully completed the Future Soldier program, the school. It's no longer a program now. It's legit. We'll get to that in a minute. But USAREC posted the Future Soldier prep course, and one of the graduates was Private Jared Collins. And I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. I think this is. I mean, you were still out the net, but we talked about it. I specifically talked about it.
Yeah.
And
I was lurking.
Oh yeah, yeah, you were looking. So Jared Collins, this kid right here, and let me put up the screen here. This kid right here did a lot of good work. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There are programs that are now in the Army that soldiers have that I wish we had when we came in. That when you and I first came in, because it gave it. Look, I looked at it like this. I looked at that our education in society, it's not a cookie cutter, even though some education systems do a cookie cutter on just everybody's going to be this way. Not everybody's able to learn at the aptitude or able to pick up, some of the so some of those kids that are either afraid or don't have a family at the house or whatever, they have a problem catching up. And so when the Army introduced this program, it helped that gap. It helped fill that gap of the academic requirements. Now, Private Jared Collins, he did the Future Soldier program, and I'll be honest with you, I think good on the kid. That's the way it should be. I always realize that the resources that we have in the Army are there to help the soldier, and I don't get why everyone was hating on this fucking kid, or why everyone was saying standards are going low and
right. And just to like add to this, I had a break in service after I had my daughter because I could not. Me and my ex-husband were still married, and just to put it out there, I had my daughter in 2004. Mm-hmm. We were kind of busy in the military then, and being dual military couple with a newborn just wasn't not going to work.
Of course.
I got out. So I got out for about 18 months. But during that time, I thought, you know what, maybe I'll work for the sheriff's department in the town that we lived in. So I go to take the standardized test. They had us all in a room, right? All of us in a room. If you pass the standardized test, you got to move on to the next thing. And I'll tell you, and this is when I started to research this, that standardized tests are biased.
Yes.
Because we had a room full of, just everybody, every race, every nationality, everything. When we got back and they had only people that passed the test, there was only white people left. That was just it. I'm just telling you. And that's when I was like, I looked around, I'm like, something's wrong here. I'm like, I'm not any smarter than anybody else at this time. I had no college education or anything then. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, and it had been, probably 10 years since I had taken any kind of course.
Right.
Besides so I'm just like, what is wrong with this picture? And it clicked then. So I'm like, so I did start doing and they have improved somewhat, but I'm like, something is wrong with this picture. And they are. It's just, those questions were just very biased for the kind of upbringing I had. And they have improved since then, but not all the way. And they're just very biased questions. So, not saying that that's what's happening still, but they are still biased.
Yeah.
These questions are.
USAREC even posted too that Private Jerry Collins spent the past 2 years attempting to join the Army. He was able to meet the physical requirements, but after multiple attempts at the ASVAB, his score was in the low 30s, making him eligible for the Future Soldier prep course. Well, he made it. He passed. He graduated. He, like I showed you the earlier picture of the Private Jared Collins, made it. Made the standard. He used an Army resource to make the standard. And I don't know why everyone was shitting on this kid or shitting on the Army on how on these processes are, because I'm gonna tell you what right now, the U.S. Military Academy, they have a prep school too. They have a prep course. They have the U.S. Navy. I think the U.S. Naval Academy does too, but I know for a fact the U.S. West Point, they have use maps, and it is the U.S. Military Academy Preparatory School, and it's exactly for this. The same reason, the same process. There are some that are not good at math. There are some that are not good in English comprehension. There are some that don't have the assistance in writing papers. So the U.S. Military Academy Prep School was developed to fix that, to create that, to close the gap, to repair the delta, I guess you would say. And I don't see what the issue is. If we did it for the officers graduating West Point, then where's the hate? Where's the hate on Private Jared Collins making the standard physically and academically to serve in see, that's the thing. The Army didn't lower the standards for him to join. They
brought him up to the standard.
Bingo. That's what pulls me. Everyone's like, oh, well, we're lowering the standards for this. The Army didn't lower the standards for Private Collins. They said, okay, we're creating this future soldier concept. I know me and you were sitting on the back when they were first talking about it, and we were in those meetings, and we're like, wow, they really are going to do that. And that was impressive. I mean, look, you have also what? You have BSEP or AFAST.
Yeah. Yes. And the other thing is just like, even when I look back and when they first started, like when I went to ALC or BNOC, whatever they call it, they just started making us write like research papers. Mm-hmm. And again, at this time, I have been to college, and it had been just recently. So I knew how to do MLA and APA, and it was very recent. Nobody else in my class knew how to do that. Yeah, they could like type an essay and like knew what they were writing. Most of them, no.
Right.
So guess what I was doing is editing all of their papers and putting in the proper format that our SGLs wanted. I'm like, okay, I'm not writing shit for you, but yeah, I could edit it and put it in the right format. But nobody knew how to do that. And I mean, that should have been something that was taught, because again, nobody knew how to do that. But if you got me like, you want me to do college algebra? Yeah, no. I'm like, still, it's just like, it's different skill sets. And if they wanted me to do that, they would have to teach that to me.
Yeah. And see that the kid getting shit on, right, and the Army getting shit on for, like you said, achieving the standard. There are so many fucking Army courses right now that we recycle individuals that they get to come back to. That to make a stand. There's practice. There's it's like pre-Ranger school to make sure that you graduate Ranger school. You know what I mean? It's the same concept. Pre-Ranger school for entry into our service. Hey, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have a kid run through a brick wall to lose the weight and to go through the future soldier prep course. And I mind you now, see the Center for Initial Military Trainings. They did not. This is not a plug for them. They did not set me up to say this. But there's so many other courses that the Army has. Like, for instance, like I said, pre-Ranger course to go to Ranger school to make sure you do what? Graduate Ranger school. It's the same concept. Future Soldier Prep course is exactly that. They're just making sure that you're able to pass the test, make sure you're good to go, and enter the Jump Master School. Me, let's put it this way. I've got more divorces than Jump Master School. Let's put it that way. That's a lot. Usually everyone says it's always third time is a charm. I mean, I'm talking about Jump Master School, not marriage, but anyways, third time's a charm. So you have study groups, you have pre-tests, you have apps, you have Quizlet. You have all these resources that are within that community, in the airborne community, to help you pass Jump Master School. So that way you could go to, thanks, Mike. I was about ready to say, man, Mike, are you looking at my notes? Damn, bro. The SF and PSYOP course. SOF, POPSI and SF SOPSI or whatever. I'm sorry. Everyone likes to throw fucking acronyms with syllables to it. But the SF and the PSYOP selection prep course. If you decide to go at assessment and selection, they will send you to a prep course to help you get to that standard. So are we saying that now SF, PSYOP, and CA are lowering their standards because they have these prep courses?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they would lower their standards if they let a woman go. There you go. Then,
I'm still saying if they're not careful, I'm going to petition to change the ballot of the Green Beret to add women to it. I'm already pissed off at the SF command anyway, or SF, the I shouldn't say SF. There's some good dudes out there in the SF community. Some
Of
bros that we
course.
deployed with, but there's sometimes just like just like big army makes stupid decisions. Doesn't mean I'm mad at all captains. Maybe some majors, but maybe not all captains.
Well, most majors.
Well, yeah, some, yeah, exactly. Well, if they're XOs, yeah.
There we go.
Not our
XO
threes.
majors.
Yeah, exactly. Not our threes. The threes that we served with, but I'm just saying. But it's just saying that there's already programs in place within the. That's what trips me out about the civil military divide between the media and the military, specifically with the Army, Marine Corps, is that there's already prep courses. There are already programs and resources in place within the service for you to join or to get to the next standard. We have courses for you to elevate your GT score to become a warrant officer. Don't tell nobody that. We also have other courses that were out there, like Mike said, SF, PSYOP, and CA prep courses for them to go to selection to make the cut. I really think that someone needs to sit down with the media and say, it's not a fucking woke program. We're getting somebody up to us, to our standard. We're not lowering our standard to them. We're getting them to us. And it gets fucking old to see people just woke policies. And I'm thinking again, AR 600-20, Army EEO program, and fucking the sexual assault, sexual harassment SHARP program, AR 600. You're an advocate, and you're an EOR and EO rep, and you got all that stuff down. But those systems have been in the Army already. So I hate how individuals are just picking and choosing. Now there's some stuff that's fucking lame. Yes, of course. I mean, there's always going to be that, but it just fucking.
But that's my whole issue, is that now that this new article came out with Private David Dean.
Oh yeah. Let me grab that. Go ahead. Talk about it while I grab it.
Yeah, but yes, that's so now. Private David Dean just went through. He just graduated from basic training and is soldier of the cycle, but he went through the fitness track of the prep course. So everybody's all like, "Rah, great job," and nobody has an issue with this because he didn't need like the academic side of it.
Correct.
But he came in and lost all this weight because it's the physical side of it, and he came in as a chunky boy. Or, I went through it to lose the weight and get in shape, that's celebrated. And, we're not lowering our standards, and there's no wokeness involved. And, but that's cool. That's fine, but because we bring, the first guy we bring up, academically to join, and this guy, we bring his weight down to join. That's okay, but it's not okay to bring someone up academically. That's the difference in the energy that I saw on these posts.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
I
know.
was just like, I knew as soon as I read that, I'm like, let me go. Like, I remember
Yeah.
the whole problem with the prep
I know. I
course,
remember.
and
I
you're
remember.
bringing someone up.
Yep, I
and I'm
remember you.
just like,
I remember you saying too.
like,
Where's that article, Ken? Where is it at? I need to find that.
I know I remember it, and I'm like, yeah. But now everybody's like, oh yeah, great job.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
a
so-
perfect program. Now we love it. Now.
Yeah. Now we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was drama. Yeah. And I think what it is too is that is Private David Dean graduated, and this is from Steve Bannon, did an article on it, and David Dean, PFC, David Dean graduated from basic training yesterday, and he went through the fitness track like Spanky said, and he was able to enter. He entered the Army at 320 pounds, and now weighs 250. Now his PT score, his ACFT score is 570. So what does that tell you? Wait. That means he falls under the
you don't have to get.
you don't have to get taped. You don't have to do the tapey thing.
Yes.
And I'm pulling up the certificate here. He got a certificate from Brigadier General Kelly. The kid made soldier of the cycle, soldier leader of the cycle. So not only
And I'm like,
go ahead.
both of these guys are outstanding, and
Yeah.
they put in so much work to do what they're doing. But
Yeah.
I'm not mad at either one of these kids. Don't get me wrong. It's the quarterbacks in the comments and the ones that want to like tear these programs down. Or no, they tore it down, and now they're picking it up because they're so proud of this kid's accomplishment. Dean's accomplishment is that's an accomplishment, but what Collins did is bullshit, and what
Yeah.
Dean did is outstanding.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what pisses me off,
That's
is
what
your
pisses me off
double
too.
fucking standard.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. 989 soldiers graduated basic training at Fort Jackson yesterday. Of that, 278 also finished the prep course because they didn't initially meet the academic or body fat standards. And these are the soldiers who have been allowed otherwise to re-enlist or to enlist. I'm sorry. So this is some good stats. I love, you know me, I'm a data guy. I like seeing the data and I like seeing the stats. And this success stories like these, I will always give it. As a matter of fact, I think every Sergeant's Time, if I get a hold of somebody who needs to get a shout out for completing this program, I'll be more than happy shout out, just like we did Collins before, and now we're doing Dean, Private Dean. So, you know, shout out to those guys for maintaining the standard or meeting the standard. Again, this is the standard that they were brought up to. Nobody's giving these guys, kids, soldiers, any special favors. Nobody's getting a pass. Nobody's whatever. They went through this program. The standard was like task conditions and standards. You know, this is the standard. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. This is a great story. I don't.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm only mad at these people that think that one way is okay. Like it's okay to, you know, lose weight and get in shape. Which, if you're at 350 pounds, like basic training is not going to be enough. You need that prep program first, and then you can get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, and that's great, but so is like, okay, I can't pass a standardized test. I need more education first, which it might just be a few weeks. It might just be learning how to take a test.
Exactly.
Like some people don't have a test taking strategy and they don't know how to take a standardized test and just learning how to read questions right.
And that's
you might know how to do it all.
Exactly. You remember back in the day before when it was the NCOES system, before they changed it to the NCO-PDS system, and we had to take the TABE test. Remember that?
Yeah, that was a little before. I didn't never have to do that.
Okay, I just aged myself.
You're just a little. You got a few years.
I got like 50 years ahead of you. I'm sorry, my bad.
Sorry, not 50, but a few.
Yeah, I got a few. I got a few. Okay, I have a few years ahead of you on that. The TABE test was a test that was taken before you attended any non-commissioned officers' professional development. Now, back in the day, it was called NCOES. And the TABE test basically was a test that pretty much said what level you were at. And if you didn't have a specific level, you were not allowed to attend PLDC, BNOC, ANOC. Now it's, now it's different. Now it's, what was it? WLC, BLC, SLC, ALC, MLC, all these extra LLCs. Anyway, so these tests were done, or you had to take these tests in order for you to have thank you, Mike, a test of adult basic education. That's what TABE stand for. And so this TABE test you took, and for you to go to any of these NCOESs or PDSs, if you did not make the specific score, you did not go to the course. And you had to go to BSAP, or you had to go like legit. There were back in the day, the Army would help you get a degree, help you got a fucking, help you raise your GT score. I'm gonna tell you what, the best part about
I remember all those. But I think it would just depend on what your GT score was if you had to take them.
Correct. Unless
that's what it was.
Or the TABE test too. The TABE test is one of those things that you legit had to have had the basic. There was a TABE math. There was a TABE English comp. There was a TABE. Okay. It was just basics. It was legit basic stuff. I mean, I think there's still fucking.
I never had to take them.
Yeah, it had to have been stopped at a few times. But I mean, you just said it yourself. How many of your classmates did you had to help write papers for, or had to help study for tests?
Yeah. Like I said, and that wasn't like, gosh, that would have been in 2009. So it wasn't like this was, decade, or I guess it was like one decade ago.
It is a decade. I was like, here I'm saying I had to take I had to take this fucking test in the 90s, but okay.
So it wasn't like, like multiple decades ago. It was
Yeah. So you're
20s.
so you're talking about the new. So now it's in. To talk about the article you were discussing.
Yeah.
It's in now. So the Army Future Soldier Prep course is now in. It is no longer a pilot program. It is now it's part, and I'm glad. It's part of the Army system now. I'm glad it's out.
I did just gotta mention, because when I was like very first thinking about joining, I was asking my recruiter, kind of like, I had just saw Renaissance Man with Danny DeVito.
Yep.
And they had like, that was what it was.
Exactly
like,
that. Exactly that. Go ahead.
But that was like, it wasn't going to a prep thing, but like the video, like the basic training that they were showing was literally, I was going to Fort Jackson, and my recruiter said, yes, that's what basic training is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be going like to the school like that or anything, but like that's what basic training is going to look like while you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exactly what I was thinking about when I was like seeing this future soldier prep course. Is like, this is Renaissance Man.
It's exactly what is it. That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me definitely. Yeah. And also, I mean, I was, of course, if you wanted it, what was the other one too? In the Army Now. Yeah, In the Army Now and Renaissance Man. Yeah. Those were the two competing. Let's join. That was back when joining the Army was kind of cool. And I'll be honest with you, In the Army Now and Renaissance Man were probably a really good picture of being in the reserves, and a really good picture of what I guess you would say it's a loose. I mean, maybe they say sometimes Hollywood predicts the future, and yeah. That soldier prep course stuff, that right there. I mean, you're right. It's dead on. Here, let me read some of the notes that's on the future soldier prep course thing right here. And that way you can see it too. These are the walls of notes, and this, I might get choked up a little bit, get in the feels, get all patriotic. But here's a wall of notes that trainees fill out of why they wanted to enlist. One of them says to create a stable and undoubtful life for a past, present, and future me. To be one badass soldier and be able to achieve something difficult. Also be able to give my parents a proper thank you for raising me. Oh. Into the adult that I am today. So the little girl that I was looks up to the woman I am today. Yeah, right? Oh, the feel's going. Do you want some tissue? Here's right here. Here's some other notes here that you see. If you aren't first, you're last. All these motivated Gators lead the way. I mean, some of this stuff my family served, and I want to be the best version of myself. Hey, look, I would rather have a bunch of private Collins and a bunch of private Deans trying to fucking join the service to serve than listen to those fucks that are sitting there shit talking them on social media. Oh, the Army's new standards, blah blah blah. Another one right here. This is another one. This is my why. My why for joining the Army is to become successful in life and not be seen as a failure to my family, and to prove them that I could do something and not give up, and to better myself, and to keep away from the wrong paths. That's not fucking woke. That's something that's, you can see the whole wall here on what's your why. I like this shit. This is to be something I am bigger, to make myself bigger. I mean, just look at all the cards and stuff there, man.
Like, how do I go work there? Y'all
yeah. I was about to say that is, maybe I should call up. Maybe I should get CIMT back on the horn again. I know. What was her name? Master Sergeant Horner, Master Sergeant Kelly Homer, who was breaking balls about my ACFT score, but maybe I can get her to come back on.
I won't be on the let me make this clear. I will not be doing the physical fitness.
Exactly that. I remember when we had CIMT on, they were making fun of my ACFT score. That was when I was still in, and I was like, ugh, yeah.
Yeah, y'all can keep that part.
Yeah, but the academic track.
I retired. Yes, I am down for that.
But you bring up a good point. You do bring up a good point. I wonder if there's opportunities for retirees and to work in something like this, because now that it was initially a pilot, now there's going to be program dollars to this. Now they're going to put some dollars on this, some dinero. Mm-hmm. So the prep course has 2 tracks: one to improve ASVAB performance, and the other one in here is to become into the compliance with the Army body fat standards. It isn't just PT; it's a lot of instruction on proper eating and sleeping. Soldiers also stretch and do yoga. Now, don't laugh, because there are plenty of soldiers, there are plenty of hardcore pipe hitters that I know that fucking do yoga. Some of the rehab
so
too.
Good for you.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I did core yoga one time, and dude, I'm fat, old, and now I need to get some doctor's clearance to do some of that shit. So, so they look at some of the stuff right here. I mean, like I said, you got a freaking, that looks like that's a drill sergeant right there. You got a drill sergeant right there, getting them kids up. Now look at these kids trying.
Yes.
I'd rather see photos of soldiers fucking trying, individuals trying and not quitting. These are the images that I want to see. I like seeing Sorensen leading the troops to get them to standard. That's fucking awesome. And before anyone shit talks, they're wearing the Army fucking PT uniform. And if you're not wearing it, or you've not served, or you're not gone through this stuff, or you've never been a private before in your life, then I think you need to fucking check yourself.
Absolutely, and I don't want it, and don't want to hear anything about like, oh, back in my day. Well, it's not your fucking day anymore. Shut up.
Right, and that's the best thing about this, Spanky. Back in my day is why we have this program.
Yes.
How many soldiers do you think would have been able to join the military had we not turned them away or had a program like this? Or you know what I mean? You damn well know that a fucking soldier, that individuals that were back in my day would fucking love to have an opportunity like this.
Yeah, well, back in your day, like your grandpa was like looking at you like you long-haired hippie freak, like shut up, too.
Exactly,
so,
exactly.
Like, he'd have ran circles around you and beat your ass too. So shut up.
Exactly. and was fucking on the tractor, fucking with the out in the ranch, fucking making you set up fence posts. And you were crying because your hands were getting dirty, and he has hands that are like freaking like damn baseball gloves, telling you how to fucking.
Yeah, he would have been able to like start a fire with 2 twigs, and he wouldn't have been able to figure it out with a match.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
And he knew better on terrain association than you, any LT in fucking school right now.
Exactly.
So the academic track is where the Army is putting most of the resources, which I understand that because it's more it's more enduring. Brain power takes a lot.
You think?
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I mean, well, even me with my battered, brain bucket, the academic track is where the Army put the resources. Some here, and this is what you were saying about the standards and stuff, but some have college degrees, some have solid high school performance, some speak English as a second language, and they told me high school didn't prepare them well. And so these are all the troops, just you can see it. You can see, oh, look at all that brain matter going. You could smell all the plastic of those Joes freaking just, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, you can tell like our education system in the US, it's varies widely.
Yeah.
Widely.
Yeah, exactly that, Musa. ESL baby right here. I hear you. And so this is the last time. This is what Steve Bannon said too. This is the last stop for many soldiers. One private spoke to comes from a single mother household and is one of 3 kids. She said she wants to help her mom with bills to get a VA home loan to get her a house. That right there is. I mean, isn't that what it's all about? Yeah. I mean, it just. PT. We were never how to help. Wow. Are you looking at Mike's
I want to
comments?
hear more about that.
Yeah. You hear what Mike said?
Yeah. Like, how is it inappropriate to help a future soldier with academics?
Well, no, this is. I think this is back in the day. I think what it is that I think recruiters were not allowed to, like, I don't know, help out because that would be. I don't know. I guess there had to have been a USERIC policy back in the day.
That's why I want to know. That's what I meant by it, as I want to know how, like why, like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, drop a comment in there, Mike, about what was it, with USERIC policy or station policy or whatever. So yeah, it's I'll be honest with you. I appreciate Steve Bannon, by the way, for all those awesome images, and he's got it posted up on his Twitter account too, or X account, and on the military.com article. It's going to get posted. It's going to get posted and shared on the WTF Nation Radio Facebook page anyway. So once Nemo gets around to doing all the posting, then Nemo will knock it out and post it all the socials.
We got to find Nemo. He's swimming.
Let's go swimming. Let's go swimming. Okay. Bad dad joke. So again, hats off to the Army on this, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is
I love it.
This is something that I could sit back and go, hell yeah. Because you know what? If any of our children, any of our kids, any of your kids actually, are struggling through school or having issues in school, you know that the Future Soldier Prep course will assist. You know this.
I love it.
And you're looking at all there. Everyone's talking about. If you look at the demographic, it looked pretty fucking across the spectrum. Who we had in this Future Soldier concept, or I should say Future Soldier because now it's no longer a concept; it's real. But anyways, so this is after early success, getting 10,000 new recruits into basic training who otherwise would not qualify to even enlist. The prep courses are no longer a pilot program. Man, again, we need to find out. Maybe I'll reach out to Steve and say, hey, do you have any GS jobs? Is there anything that we could do now? For the troops, that'd be a good program. Get some retirees.
It is. I mean, I just love it. It's just, I mean, you got to think, they talk about how many of Gen Z, our youth are not physically qualified or academically qualified to join. Even if you go back a few generations, it's not like a whole huge pool of us are.
Yeah.
And, so being able to get them ready, hey, pay them now. That's just going to get them even more motivation if they're already in this Future Soldier Prep course.
Yeah.
And you're paying them to get ready. That is that motivation they need.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's I don't see any downside to any of this.
No, I don't.
I really don't.
I don't either.
None. And then you add COVID on top of it. How many more people got even more out of shape because everybody became couch potatoes because couldn't do shit else.
Damn right, I did. I got fat. I got nice and fat and plump. I get body shamed online all the time now.
Yeah, and then
and
then add on top of that, I'm not even meaning I did too. Don't get me wrong, but then add that on top of all of the kids that are going to graduate this year spent how much time doing online learning, and that was a disaster. None of that, or not, I don't say none, that's the wrong term. So many of them are not doing well on the standardized state testing. They are going to bomb ASVABs. So it's just, this is the best thing, this service. And I know you said, I hope that other services are doing something similar because they're all going to run into the same problems with way lower standardized test scores. And
that's a good question too. Do you think there's a lot of programs that were in the military that went over to the civilian side? And I'm just curious to know, is this now a turning point where now we could, I even suggested on social media that we're taking up for the lack of experience. We're the military, the Army. Me and you are, soldiers for life. But I'm just saying it's for us. It's do we think now that would be a good program to put, or at least start off in high school?
I don't see why it couldn't be something that maybe could be pushed to the JROTC programs in high school. I don't know how it would work.
Right.
But I don't see why it couldn't be implemented in some way, shape, or form in JROTC, especially if the kids in high school know that that's their path.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would be that's what I'm saying. To help them out, have a satellite. For instance, if you're in Texas and there's no Future Soldier Prep course, obviously until you sign up, but maybe a startup, maybe a prep to the prep of the prep. You know what I mean? Maybe it's have for instance at Killeen, we'll just use Fort Cavazos for an example. You got soldiers that you got candidates that want to enlist, but because of where they're at. So if they're around that specific area, then maybe the recruiter or maybe somebody can come to their school. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like we're just on the tip of the iceberg, ready to assist society in their educational. Again, I don't want to beat up teachers because I know some fucking teachers that are fucking awesome as shit. So I don't want to create like a broad stroke saying teachers suck, fucking. But basically what it is, it's not the teachers, it's the education, it's the system that's not helping them out. And so how do you feel about, okay, let's put a program in high school. Let's start this off in high school. Because of course, you know, the hippies will get all pissed off and say, oh, you're trying to create little fucking monsters and no. So.
Yeah, like I said, if it's in a JROTC program, it would just be like, well, first of all the JROTC programs are completely voluntary. It's like nobody is forced to go into JROTC. So it would always be voluntary. I don't really see it being an issue. I just don't know how it would be implemented.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's
But I
the
don't
thing.
yeah, it's just, that would be somebody that, you know, gets paid a lot of money to think of things like that, or, you know, pays a lot of money to implement things like that.
I wonder who thought up of the future soldier prep course. I wonder who was the one that thought that up. I wonder if it was a
I mean, it was probably somebody that, you know, doesn't make a lot of money, because those are the people that actually come up with really good ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they don't get credit.
It had to have been an NCO.
It had to been a sergeant. Exactly.
Not a command sergeant major. Just a sergeant major.
Yeah, just a sergeant major. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I'm not. I've never been a command sergeant major, guys. So no. Yeah. So yeah. SGM and below probably we're making some of those ideas. And
it was probably some sergeant that was just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, like, hey, we should do this, and then some other
some sergeant first class and a master sergeant. Some sergeant first class and a master sergeant eating chow somewhere, and they're like, you know what would be fucking cool? We need to get these privates. No. Yeah. Or some drill sergeants, because you know it's all that.
Or some dad with a teenager he wanted out of his house. He's like, fuck.
Exactly. God damn, you need to fucking do this test better.
You just sit here eating Cheetos, playing video games all day.
Exactly. Can I join the army, Dad? Well, I got something for you now, pal. Oh, we got somebody who was there. Oh, hang on. I was an instructor there when it first started. It's an awesome opportunity for these guys and gals. It is, Relum. It is. I appreciate your compliment. I appreciate your comment in the chats there. That's good to hear that we have somebody that was there teaching it. That you're right. It is. It's good for the kids, man. It's good. I love it. So, all right. So are we done beating that dead horse, or are we going to talk about something else that's fun? We're okay. So.
Okay, I think we can.
Okay, so you guys know that me and Spanky have always gone after units that fuck over parental leave guidance, that fuck over the hair policy, that fuck over. I'm gonna just say this right now, and a mil per message that expires doesn't mean you don't keep the standard. In other words, it expires now, so it goes back to the old reg. No, it does not. It just means that HRC needs to fix their knick-knack allorax and get their mil per messages scored away. That's really all it means until it gets solidified into a DAPAM or an Army regulation. So when you hear about, it's the same thing me and Spanky always bang our heads on our fucking desk because some CSM will correct a woman usually. For having a fucking ponytail that's fucked up according to a mil per message that expired, when it's not completely the case. It's just the fact that even when the Army G1 sergeant major or uniform sergeant major has to go, guys, that the policy's still there. It's we just need to update our shit. I don't know I don't know how else to say this, but dudes, you're making it difficult for your soldiers, and you're making yourself look like an ass when you're not.
Because if that was the case, I mean, we could probably just like go put on a beard, sergeant major, because we didn't update something that Civil War guys were allowed to wear. I mean,
I want to get some. I want to be like General Burnside and get some massive sideburns, man. That's my thing.
Put them lamb chops on.
Okay,
because there's no.
Yeah. So the Army a long time ago, and it seemed like they had to struggle with going on leave when you have family members pass away. And now there's a mil per message that's out. You can go ahead and go on to the HRC site and look up this mil per message right here that I'm displaying on screen. And it's mil per message 23-354 that talks about the clarification of bereavement absence for soldiers. The eligibility is all compo. I hate how that all compo, now compo, standing for components. Remember back in the day, we just said We just called
Everybody.
we just called it active and reserve component. We just called it ACRC. Now all of a sudden it's like Compo 1, Compo 2, Compo. I'm like, y'all speaking like freaking 50s languages and shit. The future is now, old man. ACRC.
Say all y'all.
Yeah, or all y'all. Exactly that. So active National Guard and Reserves. Check MILPER for more detail on the Guard and Reserves eligibility criteria. But the bereavement absent is 14, 14, non-chargeable days. Limitations if the extensions past 14 days require an approved exception to policy. How to request it through IPS-A. Now here's the issue. I can already see the issue right now. Can you already see the sergeant majoring, behooving thing moving in my...
Absolutely. They're going to need a whole entire packet.
Exactly that.
17
They're
trees.
Exactly. They're going to kill a couple of forests along the freaking, along the Sierra Nevadas to freaking do a packet. Really, it's right here. How to request an IPS-A. Absence type, non-chargeable absent. Absence name, non-chargeable absence. Reason, select 05 code under bereavement under 30 ACR. There you go. That's it. That's all you need to do, Sorens. I don't understand how is it that we've gotten to the point to where we now have to do fucking policies now. Well, I know why. For doing the right thing.
Nowhere in there does it say, I need a Red Cross message. I need an act of Congress. Do I need this? Do I need that? It doesn't say any of that.
It doesn't say any of that at all.
I'm just saying.
And also, you guys notice that it says the LRAC expires on August 2024. Okay. August 2024. That means you have a whole year. Now it's a year to ensure that. I'm sure we'll get into policy, and I'm pretty sure leave and passes regulation will get updated as well. So the purpose of this message was to inform all units and soldiers that implementing DoD and Army policy for bereavement, absence, entitlements. What was the one for soldiers in connection with the death of a spouse or child? Eligibility is the purposes of the bereavement absence eligible soldiers that include ACRC. I'm not going to do all that compo 1, 2, 3, whatever. Including reserve or National Guard soldiers while on active duty in orders no longer than 12 months consecutively. Eligible soldiers may authorize 14 consecutive days of non-chargeable bereavement leave. Do I see something happening here that's gonna?
They're going to make them take regular leave, or it's in black and white. It seems simple. The soldiers are going to be going through I can't imagine anything more difficult to deal with, and then they're going to ask for more paperwork.
Yeah.
When it literally should be a few clicks.
Hey, I can say this now that I'm out. I've had soldiers. Yeah, we'll fix your leave. We'll get your leave form scored away. I can say that now.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Exactly.
Will I get in trouble? Will I be brought back on active duty for saying
that? I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. Is this too early for me to say? It's been 20 years.
How many years? A few years for both of us.
I've had one soldier in my whole entire career go AWOL, and I don't blame her. I went myself, and first cab, this is the one reason that I actually hated this unit, and I loved it until then. But because this is when I was pregnant and I was on rear team, and their policy was because and I get it, the soldiers deployed could only take 2 weeks of leave, so nobody on rear duty could take more than 2 weeks of leave, flat out. Period. Okay, that was their policy. So my soldier was on rear team. Had already taken leave. Her husband was also in cab, and he came on R&R, and she took leave while he was on R&R while he was home. Her younger brother was killed in a car accident, and they denied her leave because she had already taken leave. This still.
Yeah, it fucked me up. I'd be pissed off too, man. I know, I get it, man. Oh, I know.
She called me and she's like, "Sorry, Spanky, I am going AWOL tonight." And I said, "I'm pretend like you didn't call me." And I said, "Text me when you get there and let me know you get there safely." And when she got back after the funeral and everything, and I'm standing on the carpet with her, and Commander, I wouldn't even fucking counsel her. I refused. So it is what it is. And my commander got it and only gave her like the minimum punishment that she could. And I did her paperwork for a compassionate reassignment. So
It's somewhat
I
of
was
a,
just pissed.
yeah, exactly that. I would fucking. Heather's got a good question too. How do commands sleep at night during this stuff? That's the problem, Heather. They don't. They think they're doing the right thing. They think they have the rendezvous with destiny with a cape flying in the wind on the sunset saying, I'm going to command. I'm a commander. And sometimes you have NCOs that think they're officers to make those decisions as well. One of the paragraphs of this ALARAC, the approval authority is it was paragraph 4 that I was reading. Company level or equivalent commanders may approve bereavement assets. Commanders must consider the significance of the event of its impact on their soldier and their family when approving bereavement absence. So the authority to disapprove a bereavement or absence request is withheld to the first general officer in that soldier's chain of command. So once that soldier puts it in, you can't deny it. He can't deny it.
And it kills me that they even have to do that.
That's my point.
Like, it's like, why does it even like that is just like showing the loss of confidence that the military has in junior leaders.
Well, see, that's
yeah,
exactly. That's what the media needs to grab. The media needs to grab that shit. Not. As a matter of fact, the media would probably complain about it. See, we're giving soldiers free time off. You know what I mean? It's like we're giving soldiers just time. Why are they taking time off to go fucking bury their kid or their spouse?
Right, but there's so many companies that give unlimited paid time off because it's proven that if you give unlimited paid time off, you don't use it. You use it when you need it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the death of the spouse of a child, you kind of need it. But again, if you have unlimited PTO, people don't use it because they know they can when they want to.
Yeah,
so they're more happy at work.
Yeah, David's got a good point, and I talked about this when Joe Pacino was on. And we're just talking about now that we should be looking inward. We should be healing ourselves now that we're no longer doing Infinity War. We should be going on fellowships. We should now let soldiers go to the world-class Army program. We should now let soldiers go to the Army Marksmanship Unit. We should now let soldiers go do those college courses and stuff like that. We are in garrison. We should be healing the force right now.
We should be having the smartest, most educated force that, oh my God, everything. Like, even our equipment. Like, I mean, there should be no reason for anybody to be working more than 6:30 to 4.
Right.
Just go to PT.
That's
you come in and then you.
All the stress is fucking happening on them. It's all self-induced stress that the commands are applying to their soldiers and their formations. That just
they have no time management.
They have no time. Well, it's the other thing too. I guarantee it. Our soldiers are smart enough to be able to manage their time. There's always Big Sarge, and there's always what do we call? What didn't you and I come up with a name for like an officer version of Big Sarge, or I can't remember if we did or not.
We did, and it's slipping my mind now.
Yeah, it is.
It'll come to us.
Yeah, if they aren't,
I'm going to listen back to our old shows.
Yeah, I was about to say I got to find it. I got to. Yeah, Mike says if they're not getting that, come to Soft. Go ArmySoft.com. We're gonna take a break right quick, and then we'll be right back so we can finish up because Spanky's back, and then so we can me and Spanky can get, catch up and all that, and also get ready for the next segment. So everyone refill your glasses, smoke them if you got them, hit the head because it's shots. See you.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit. Like constantly.
Is this where you draw the line? 'Cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Why you keep it in your head? Is it so bad? Never heard a word you say it, and it's so sad. Tell me when you lost your way, 'cause it's so bad. Wanna see you when I pray, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Is it what you want? Is it what you need now? Is it what you breathe? Is it what you're bleeding now? Is it what you feel? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you wanted? I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, you.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Oh, yeah, baby. And we're back. I had somebody send me a message on the Go Army Soft change to the I guess the URL is no longer usarmysoft.com unless you're on another social media page. But the actual link is in the chats, and so it's www.goarmysoft.army.mil. That's the, and I dropped it on the chats for my apologies. My buddies over at the Sorb. Appreciate you sending me the updated link. Thank you so much. I got that little bling, and I was like, "What's going on? What happened? What'd I do?"
You didn't make a mistake, did you?
No. Well, you know, they want to make sure they do love, they appreciate the love that the WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF almost does for their stuff. Yeah, www.army. What's up, Jackie? Go www.goarmysoft.army.mil. If you guys want to look at this, that's what the screen looks like too. So you can go Special Forces, Psychological Operations, Civil Affairs 160th, which stands for the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, EOD, and Warrant Officer for you guys that want to keep drinking coffee like CW5 Friendly. Oh man, you've been seeing the new one?
Billy.
No, Billy Friend. This is Billy Friendly here. It's not me. It is One Punch Man, One Punch Dad doing a one-man show with all those characters. I love it.
Oh man, his new one, Crofton,
man, better watch out. He's getting my Kool-Aid. What's up with that?
He likes Samantha.
He likes Samantha. He better watch it, man. I don't. Can you get in trouble for? Can retirees get in trouble for hitting privates, hitting Joes? I mean,
but they're all the same character. And he's so good at this.
He is.
It's like they are all the same guy, and I really just believe that he is all the characters. That's how good he is.
Yeah, I just love it. I honestly think that he is. Josh, where's Link for Gold Corp? Do we want to drop the Gold Corp link in there again? I remember I guess people's get all rustled when I freaking when I talk about Gold Corp stuff. Hang on, where's that? I'll have to drop it in the chats. Not that Gold Corp. No, it's the joke. It's the meme. It's the meme joke Gold Corp that everyone decided to latch on. Hang on, let me see. I think we didn't we post something up a long time ago? Shifty Schultz. Oh, well, thank you, Shifty. He said he'd like to thank Jim Stewartson for tuning me into this podcast. Well, you're welcome. Well, I mean, we appreciate the flow, but this is Sergeant's time.
Thank you too, Jim.
Yeah, this is Sergeant's time. So we normally talk about Army stuff. So all the political drama and all that, and the discussion about the First and Second Amendment and taxation's not that. It's on Monday and Friday. So these are the.
I absolutely do not allow that on Thursdays.
Yep.
If he did any of that on my hiatus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, she's here to check. But where's that Gold Corp link again? Okay, real quick, I'm just gonna drop it in there and go. Anyways, so.
I will shut it down. I will delete it too.
I will discuss. We will not be discussing that topic because those are Monday and Friday.
Come back on Monday.
Yep, and discussion and all that.
On Monday or Friday.
But at any rate,
everyone have a link to say.
Yeah. Everyone's like, well, are we getting some chats? We're getting some of this love. I like it. I appreciate it. And all we do is just shit post. That's I mean, I love it. I fucking love it. Oh, okay. So. This last story topic that we're going to talk about is, and this is from Task and Purpose, and two soldiers at Fort Moore, formerly known as Fort Benning, were arrested for grenade simulators, mortar shells, and steroids.
Not the
roids. Now, why are we even doing the roid thing anymore? I'll be honest with you. I should say we let fucking
the ACFT, or kettlebell,
fucking happen. Or the yeet when you yeet the ball at the standing power throw. If someone's on roids and they break their ACFT record for doing that, I'll be honest with you, I don't care about the fucking. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's the little liberal in me, I guess, not caring about steroid stuff. I mean, if you use it and if you have it, okay. If you have it, you confiscate it and throw it away. It's like, you know what I mean. It's almost like.
I guess I just again like, what's the point? Like I don't know. I guess I don't understand the benefits of them. It's like. You want to eat the ball further?
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the big deal is about it. You know what I mean?
I guess I think the side effects of them outweigh the benefits of it. Is my point.
Yeah, I can see that. Roids, grenades, mortar simulators, and Fort Moore is becoming the '80s action movie that it used to be.
Yes.
I'm about to say, dude, it is, man. It's like, and look. We even got some. I even got some. Just kind of like laughing about it too. Let me Let me make the headline a little bit smaller here on the screen there, so that way you can all U.S. Army WTF's Radio. We all the hosts use all their own equipment, and we do our own stunts. So hang on.
I don't do my own stunts. I just sit here and scroll.
You just sit there and scroll. So here we go. 2 Fort Moore soldiers. I think steroids should be mandatory in Major League Baseball. I think I'll be again.
Well, see, if it's mandatory and everybody's doing it, then what's the point again?
It's
like, is there going to be like certain levels?
Yeah, it's like
you all have to take like 3.7 cc's of.
You inject yourself.
I don't know nothing about shit.
Here's the thing: we're coming from an environment where they always tell you drink water, change your socks, and take Motrin. So if they don't give a fuck about that and what your health needs are, because everyone loves Milmed. Is the story about steroid use really that big of a deal? I mean, or getting busted for steroids? I mean, if they're, I don't know, is there some, I don't know anything about roids. So is there's some sort of, someone says that it will speed the game. He says it'll speed the game up. But are they, Patrick, good point. Are they up to date in their mandatory training? Have they completed the GAT? If so, what's the issue? Exactly that. If their bubbles are all green, who cares, right? So it's 2 Fort Moore soldiers. Let's look at their lovely faces right here. Put on blast on.
I just read what the police confiscated. So I'm just waiting for you to get to this.
Yeah, exactly. So 2 soldiers at Fort Moore got busted for all this right here. I like how they say cache of weapons or whatever. Over 50 weapons charges are being arrested with grenade simulators, dozens of firearms, steroids, and what appears to be a 60 millimeter white phosphorus mortar shell that authorities said was inert. See, that's the thing. You can order artillery shells. Remember we had, what guess was that? That had the artillery shells that you could open it up and it's got a flask of alcohol in it and some glasses and stuff like that. Yes. Do you remember that? We even got mugs from that shit too, right? Didn't we get a couple of mugs?
Yes, we did.
So if that's open property, is that really a report of a story? A 60 millimeter mortar? Maybe because I'm partial to the Chucks, to the 11.
I work with someone that uses a shell as like a pen and pencil holder. On their desk.
And if you've been to Korea, everybody knows Hajima has all those freaking shells that they make your plaque out of. And they will, and sometimes you'll sneak a shell. Matter of fact, some of the awards and plaques that you get have shells affixed to the plaque. So Staff Sergeant Christopher Reese and Staff Sergeant Lou Lore were arrested by local and Army authorities. Muskogee County, home is Columbus, Georgia, obviously, and much of the Fort Moore, formerly known as Fort Benning. Did everyone get released from the lockdown for those missing explosives? See, that's the thing, Heather. There was no missing explosives, were they? According to the sheriff's release, the mortar round is inert. Release photo of the show shows that the M722 60 millimeter shell round used by the Army's lightweight mortar, marked as a smoke round, but it's marked with a yellow band, partially obscured labeling, which appear to match the descriptions of a white phosphorus in an Army identification manual. The shells create smoke clouds for battlefield concealment, and would be highly explosive if it were live. But it's inert. That's what I'm saying. It's like you can at an Army surplus store, or you go to a swap meet, you could buy like drilled out shells. There's a lot here. There was a lot here that no one to really realize stuff was missing. Not saying, just saying. Well, I'll be honest with you. They were charged with 33 counts of possessions of explosive device. Lou Lore was 2 counts of possession of an explosive device, and then one count of anabolic steroids with intent to distribute. Who did not police that ammo exactly? So all in all, the police seized 33 explosives, 20 rifles, 7 handguns, and mortar shells, and the steroids. And of course, this case is still under investigation by the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office in Fort Moore. Criminal investigation. Man, I'm trying to find out what the fuck these explosives are. They're small. They're like little fucking rounds that you fucking use. Which Massachusetts? Weren't they like fucking simulators or something like that? Yeah. See. See the pictures that I just showed up. Let me go back to the window cap. Those look like freaking simulators.
I'm trying to refresh it so I can see the picture.
It's okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll put it back up. So those are things that we throw at fucking arty simulators for. So they're grenade simulators. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, see that? Under the picture it says grenade simulators, but an inert mortar shell. But the article, I don't remember reading the article. It's saying that they were simulators.
It looks like if you had a case of beer, we'll just have a little explosive party.
Yeah, about to say 4th of July's coming up. Well, 4th of July just passed, but New Year's or some shit.
Yeah, New Year's, Guy Fawkes Day, something's coming up next. Like,
remember that? Yeah, exactly.
The 5th of November. I'm like,
yeah, exactly. So I'm just kind of like thinking, okay, the arty simulators I get because those are controlled items that are taken out of the ASP. Anything that's drawn out of the ASP, that's a no-go. But like an inert mortar shell, fuck. I have an inert cavalry saber.
I mean, those are just like batteries almost to me. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, what are?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just kind of like.
Then again, I'll do your paperwork. I'll drink the beer and watch.
I'll drink. Yeah, exactly that. That 581. Does it say? It doesn't really. Are you supposed to have a 581 in your house? Anyways, so the mortar round is inert. That's the thing that this looks like a Princess Purple Rain party. Did you go there? Did you go there? So here's the inert, and here's the thing that, man, I don't know. These are the weapons, and those are some ancient ass weapons there too. I was like, one of them. You see that flintlock in the middle? There's a flintlock in the middle, an old black powder. There's a Smelly, which is a British 303 Enfield rifle, Mark III. Looks like a Mauser in there. Can't really tell because the picture's kind of obscured. It looks like there's a short-barreled AR. Looks like there's a folded. Yeah, there's like an AK from the bottom. And then there's that inert mortar. It's inert. The mortar is inert. I feel like we need a real man of genius.
Sorry, I was just going along with the comments.
No, the comments are perfect. No, I love that. That's perfect.
I don't know. It feels like that goes along with this. The real man of genius.
Yeah, exactly. WTF Nation Radio presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Staff Sergeant Reese and Staff Sergeant Lulawar.
Those are the real men of genius.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Only you could get something so serious by taking some inert shit. Why'd you have explosives? You got busted for an inert mortar shell, and that's how they uncovered your roids. I want to play some baseball. Yeah, so it looks like there were some rounds to produce smoke and all this other shit. I'll be honest with you, though. Arty simulators, they will blow your hand off. They will.
I mean, you can blow your hand off with a firecracker you can buy at the stand down if you try hard enough. But
well,
just like, saying, what are they trying to do with all this?
Yeah, exactly that. What was their
plans?
See, that's the thing. What were their what was the intent? What were what would they be?
I have questions.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the answers to these questions.
Yeah, exactly. I think personally that the inert shit. Sorry, you could buy an inert, drilled out, simulated fake round at any swap meet or any military, surplus.
I'm sure if I asked these questions, I would probably get the answer of we had a lot of beer or something and just picked the stuff up because we were bored. But that probably usually it's the simplest answer is the correct answer.
50 weapons charges though. That's the thing. I wonder if what was illegal for their weapons to own. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like the sheriff's department, the photos that we just showed, they quoted to have said that they include a number of rifles, most of which appear to be a civilian style hunting rifle or highly modified carbine rifles. Oh no, highly modified. I don't see anything else though. I don't see any other charges other than the fact that they've just been busted for those stuff right there.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the steroids had something to do with the poor decision making that got them caught with all of these inert battery looking things that they
Yeah, I was about, are we talking are we talking about fucking the roid raging looking like, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage? They thought gonna be like that. Ooh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and get some of these weapons. Ooh yeah.
Maybe they could go through the Future Soldier Prep program to get smarter about their decisions.
Yeah, I think they
maybe
need to.
maybe
I
that's
think
it.
so.
Maybe we need another already in soldier prep program to make them make smarter decisions. Oh wait, that's called jail.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think that's the only Ooh yeah! Ooh. Every time I see, you know, when guys are ready to get busted for roids or something like that, and you see what they look like they got busted for roid. They look the part. You know what I mean? These guys don't look the part. I don't know. You know, I wonder what unit they were assigned to. I wonder because if
it's probably an infantry one.
Well, yeah, but
you got a blue cord. Don't
yeah.
All right. Good night to you too, Estella. Kisses.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Estella? Muchas gracias. Yeah, I don't know. They look like, I don't know. Let's see. Do they look like Rangers or they look like the intent of steroids were to look like Hans and Franz. Oh man, you were like going back in school there, David. Holy shit, that's old school shit.
The SNL from like
exactly. Yeah,
or, 90, or the 90s.
90s. Yeah, we're here to pump you up. 90s. Yeah, look at that, man. So these guys here, I'm guessing they're probably okay. You want to put some squares, grunts, blue cords, obviously.
If not tankers.
Yeah,
they're from Benning.
Yeah, they're well. I'm saying, but they're the one on the right looks like an ASVAB Weber. We can't judge anymore because we have the Future Soldier course. No. We can't do that.
But they came in a little too late.
Oh, that's true. They came in. So
they were not able to benefit from this.
Yeah. So okay. So we're okay. I don't think they're tankers. They're probably grunts to have a. I bet you they're cadre.
Definitely blue cord.
Yeah, I bet you they're cadre or they're either Rangers or they're SFAB. They're fabbers, I bet. Those are my three. Oh. Top one is cadre. Second is
top one
is it's got to be the MPs. They're always on drugs. They always got the drugs. Now I'm thinking my guess is cadre of whatever school they are at, whichever school they are cadre of. So probably the armor course or the infantry course. And then my number 2 would be Rangers, and then number 3 would be SFAB guys.
Top one is definitely blue cord, and they're an armor or have an in with the armor, or no, they've already been in trouble and working at S3.
Ooh, land and ammo guys. Yeah. Ooh, I can see that. Yeah. I definitely can see that.
And yeah. They've already gotten in trouble somewhere else and have already been moved to an S3. And then, there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't know too many MPs that do this, that use simulators like this, though. They had.
Well, that's just it. They already have, they might not do that, but they work in an S3 and have access to, like, requesting the stuff from.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I've have land and ammo requests, 581s, and dude working that TAMIS number. You know what I mean? Trying to change up. But, wow. Yeah. So, anyways, I guess roids. I didn't even know roids was an issue down there. They say everything's better at Benning, I guess.
I didn't know roids were an issue anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. That's like you
were like a WWE wrestler.
That's what I'm saying. It's like getting busted for fucking. It's like getting busted for fucking smoking cigarettes. I don't know. Or I don't know. How would you? I was like, people getting busted for steroids still. That's so. I didn't realize we were so.
Like,
this reeks of a red leg.
Like even like kids these days don't even smoke cigarettes anymore.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're either that's what I'm saying. They're vaping or some shit like that. Yeah, I don't honestly think that getting busted for steroids. I mean, like I said, if you get busted for steroids, that's like getting busted for having prescription medication that's expired in your possession. I don't know how many people here has had prescription meds issued by the military in a bag somewhere in a drawer in your bathroom or your medicine cabinet. Of expired. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I keep some of these meds.
You could probably find like 17 bottles somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I keep the meds so that way the military and the VA says, We didn't ever give you that. Like, sucker, yeah, you did. Because I want, Morgan and Morgan for the people. He's going to come on screen and tell me that I should use that as to sue the military, even though the military's not going to. Sergeants, I hope you requested Donza for the. Ooh, damn.
I just said it.
Dave, are you new? I was about to say, are you new to the game, man? This is one of the forbidden words that we can't say online. Is that word the D word? The other one is that I barely get away with is behoove. The other one is
okay. You can just say them now.
Okay, Don's a behoove, and so yeah. So, anyways, this is a 4-day weekend for Labor Day, right? Isn't that coming up for Labor
Yes. Yes. For most people.
Yeah. I hope
you have a training holiday.
Yeah, a training holiday. You have a training holiday, then you have Labor Day. So let me check the calendar.
You don't need to make up fucking acronyms for no reason.
Yeah. Exactly. That's half the army. Okay, so tomorrow we are not having Friday Night Freedom because Kaz has got some house things going on, and so he will not be able to broadcast. So you might see another show or another share of another podcast going in the slot. But Labor Day is on the 4th, by the way. And then we're pretty clear on the calendar for September. We got some other guests that are like literally. We are literally waiting for the word to come back on some other guests before we can say, yeah, they're showing up. But hey, Mike Dean. Go ahead.
There we go. We got a birthday. Sorry, I just saw that. We got a birthday, 18th birthday. Happy birthday to Mike Dean's daughter.
There you go.
She's turning 18.
18 years old.
She can vote.
She can vote. Yeah, exactly. Man.
Take over the world, baby girl.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Man, when Princess Ice turns 18, she's already acting like she's 18 now. She's she's in her teens as well, and man, she's in her teens. Let's put it that way. So we have Labor Day on the 4th. Obviously, it's a 4-day weekend for some. I know others, and I'm keeping track on some that if you do not have a 4-day weekend or your chain of command has not allowed you to have a Labor Day weekend, let us know. And I'm pretty sure the folks at the WTF Nation's admin team will be able to post it and square it, or I'll just grab it and tweet it out. I'm getting a little more brave on the tweeters now because I got people coming at me now for no reason. They're accusing me of stuff, so I got to keep it down. There you go. That's my plug. That's my last thing there. 15th we have we don't have anything. The only thing on my calendar I see for the 15th is the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month. It's on a Friday though, and that's also on Friday Night Freedom, so you won't see me in a sombrero. What else? Labor Day had a different meaning to me 43 years ago. My son was born that night. Oh wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Damn. Yeah, nothing's really looking at. I'm looking at the calendar right now. It looks pretty clean. Just so you guys know, I misspoke when I said that I would be dressing up for Halloween. Well, the Monday edition is not falling on Halloween, so it's Pop Culture Warrior that time. So I will not be on air because it's bad. It's a bad idea. It's bad luck to wear a costume before Halloween or whatever. So I won't be dressed up in my Mandalorian or Bubba whatever, or Darth Vader or Stormtrooper or whatever Star Wars related stuff. I won't be. So who's coming after you and where can I find them? Well, thanks, Alex. Follow me at the IO guy and you will probably see all the haters. Little Ice has me covered. That's right, man. Whew. Yeah, we're working on some more stingers. At any rate, so the Monday edition is not on Halloween. I misspoke, so I apologize for that. The 31st is going to fall on Pop Culture Warrior. And, CQ always has a good Halloween show. The last time he did it, it was awesome. Also, he will probably show all the costumes that we're wearing and all the stuff that me and Baby Ice are going to probably cosplay. Trick-or-treating. I have to contact the local sheriff so that way they don't, because, Star Wars bad guys have guns and stuff like that, so I don't want to get in trouble. So I hear you, buddy. We'll be down in a minute. All right, so that's it. Don't forget, we are on 6 days a week. We have 6 different shows, 6 different formats, and if you check out Right now, we're on Thursday's Sergeant's Time. Obviously, tomorrow, because Kaz has other things going on, we will not be broadcasting tomorrow for Friday Night Freedom. However, on Sunday, we have the Sports Bar. Saturday's a day off, of course. We're working on getting a show set up for that. I'm still going through the particulars of that one. And then, of course, the Monday edition with myself and Massey. Tuesday, of course, is Pop Culture Warrior. Wednesday's a Smoke Pit. Man, I think that's it, Spanky. I think we're...
It is really great to be back.
I appreciate you coming back, man. That's awesome. I was all giddy. I'm like all giddy and shit because you're back now.
I was a little. I mean, I'm still a little nervous. It's like, have I done this before? What do I do?
See, Spanky's been gone so long that she was like asking me, what? How many broadcasts? How many channels we're on?
I don't know how to do I don't know how to do housekeeping anymore. So
yeah, exactly, exactly. So we're live on Kick. Each show has its own Kick channel. So if you go to Kick, Pop Culture Warrior, Kick, The Sports Bar, Kick, Friday Night Freedom, Sergeant's Time, WTF Nation Radar, and then, of course, the Monday edition, you'll see us on Kick. Each channel is for each show. So whatever specific show, like, for instance, any Monday edition topics, I'll just jump on there and just start ranting or raving or shooting shit, getting some phone calls going outside of normal standard broadcast times. The same thing with Sergeant's Time. Any new stuff that's coming out, any late-breaking shit, I'll post it on the Kick channel there. And, of course, we are on 2 Facebook pages at WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the WTF Nation Radio. And then, of course, WTF Nation Radio has their own YouTube page as well. I think that's it.
I forgot. I did create a Kick account, and I got to learn how to use it. I'll get there.
Yeah, about to say, yeah,
I'll get there.
Yeah, you do some spanky stuff on there. But yeah, each
I did create one, and I'll get there.
Yeah,
I'll get there.
We'll help you.
Anything.
Yeah, exactly. Tell all the fireworks enthusiasts it's Halloween, not the New Year. Yeah. Oh my God, I know. At any rate, so again, thank you.
We can do fireworks forever.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do we got any submitters left? Anyways, I'm just kidding, CID. I'm just kidding. We don't have just breakables. All the Star Wars helmets behind me are inert, by the way, so they're not live. Spanky, thank you so much for coming back, girl. That's so awesome to have you back. I'm so giddy.
Me too. I'll be back next week.
That's right. All right, so make sure you tune in. I guess I'll see you guys later. And, shouts. See y'all later.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.